think that. So Statue of Liberty, but it's like it's got a hair down. You know?
I've got a picture that I like with some friends around that. I'll get myself in this too.
I got us.
B-roll.
Love this though. You know, this is what I want to see. This is exactly what I want to see.
It's always in the alleys though, you know?
You know, I realize. I love that. That's cute.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So, like, I'm interested to see yours because Tech Start to me is just fucking where it's at. Look, maybe we can hit them up. They're registered to be an artist. Email us at artist@downtown. Do it now?
Hello? Okay. That's on.
That's our...
Okay, so we
that's
don't need to have that
monitors.
on. Okay. Yeah, we can turn that up later too, right?
We fix it in post. You're goddamn right.
A little bit. Do a little bit. Okay.
All right, that's the clap. All right, this one.
1, 2, 3. It's not a great clap, but whatever.
No. It'll suffice.
So, dirty windows.
Yeah, dirty
is
windows.
the topic that is the start of all of this conversation, right?
It is a topic. It's the name of my old little podcast thing I did.
How many other podcasts did you do?
Just that one.
One?
Yeah, just that one.
I mean, not other podcasts, but how many times did you record under the dirty window?
Oh, like we did it weekly from August to November, and then I did it recently from weekly again from December to about from December until about late January. So only a month and a half, but I had about 6 more people.
Okay.
All around about 18, 20 times.
Cool. And
Yeah.
different people every time? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would have bands in and like record them
Okay, cool.
and have an interview with them, but also have them do like a set. So Dirty Window is really just me meeting with musicians. It was something I like to do. And my friend at work, I was talking to him about it. He's like an Armenian dancer, theater
Wait,
guy.
so-
But he's a tile guy too.
Okay, so it's the same guy. I was going to say, because you're the tile guy was Armenian. I was like, a lot of Armenian people.
Yeah, so a lot of Hispanic and like European people really in the tile trade. But me and that guy, he was telling me, it's like a dirty window, a dirtier look at the situation. It's like looking a little closer at, what really happened, like what.
So, and that was my question last time was like, so are you cleaning the window? Like, why is it dirty?
It's kind of it's a history like imbued on it. So when something's dirty, it has like a little bit of humanity to it, right?
Okay.
It's like a little flawed. It has a little dust on it. Mm-hmm. It's like a little scuffed, whatever, but it's characteristic, So that's kind of what the dirty window is, like looking at a normal situation, but having a conversation that's a little bit more in depth, maybe.
Okay.
A little bit less censored, a little bit more honest. Mm-hmm. More honest is a good way to put it. We can edit out that last 2 minutes.
Because you have to. I had a conversation before we met just now, and there was something about like. I wrote it down, and I have my sketchbook here, so I could get it out. But I'm just going to try to remember what they said. But they said something about like there is always work. There's always work that goes with resistance.
Yeah.
So if there's a dirty window, that means that there's some sort of challenge to see through, in my opinion. Like there's like a challenge to see through the history of whatever you're trying to dig up or whatever. And then, but there's also like, there's always a work, an action.
So the work part of it might be the honesty part, right? Because a lot of people, they'll talk about something, but not like the Even they
the
overlook.
guts of it.
Even they overlook what's really going on.
They don't
right?
like take a knife and rip their guts open and then like examine it in front of your face.
On a
and tell
stage. You're right. Yep. With a microphone. Good old. Was that like Japanese disembowelment?
Yeah.
Self-immolation.
I'm looking at those color buttons over there. I doubt that there's like a gut. Oh, we can't hear anything. It might have played. I know. Yep. That's the only one of tonight. Yep, that's it. That's not guts. I shouldn't have brought it up. I feel like you almost forgot about those until I just brought them up. Remember, I was going to have control over those this time? But that's okay.
Yeah, good one. Like that'll happen.
Yeah. Monitor off.
Yep. So, what do you think of when that's kind of started this whole thing? Now this is our third one, right?
Our third recording, yeah.
Yeah. So that being said, we keep talking about it as, all right, these are cool, but now we have this topic this week. It seems like the first two were really practice. This one's pretty much practice too, but at the same time, it's a little bit more articulate. Yeah, this is like the third time. It's not a practice, but it's still like getting together.
Well, it's the second time we're using this recording contraption, which is awesome. Thank you, Jimmy and Jim.
It is cool. Digital Wolf Studios.
Yeah.
Get really close on that thing, like point it at your mouth.
I am like my mouth is like touching it.
Turn it like to you. Yeah. Yep. Cool. Perfect.
Okay.
So
yeah. I'm also in a totally different mood today than I was last week too. So
what mood were you in last week?
I microdosed mushrooms that day. And today
You didn't tell me. No.
I don't always
cool.
Sometimes I don't even I just eat it in the morning like a vitamin sometimes. But it does affect it does give me more energy. I do feel a little bit more sparkly.
Yeah. Everything's got. Whenever I microdosed, it was always like effective anyway. I just take a little bit, like, a little cap and a little stem. It would still be like effective.
Yeah.
Well.
So today I didn't microdose today.
How often do you do that?
As needed. Whenever I want.
As needed?
As needed, yeah.
That's dangerous for me. I need it.
Yeah. Well, I don't like consistency with like anything like that. Like I don't like consistency with vitamins either. So, because I feel like if you take it all the time, it's like your body gets used to it. So I'm not like I'm not a consistent person in that way. I'm an as needed,
Well, it seems like you've been having weird, fun experiences. Like last time we talked about how you went to a strip club with some guys you met at a gas station.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, wow, all right.
Random.
It is random, but it's fun.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with microdosing.
No, it doesn't.
What
It's
made
kind
you
of the
think of that?
same realm as in just living.
Oh, as needed?
Yeah, as needed. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
just gotta
guess,
get
yeah.
out and do weird shit as needed.
Yeah, I definitely believe in that. Like anytime I'm kind of craving something, like traveling or whatever, I do it. Like I've never been to Oakland or San Francisco before, so I booked
Really?
a trip by myself to go see some bands play.
Who are you seeing?
Well, it's part of the Mosswood Park. They have like 2 shows a year, I guess, but one is like in the spring and one is Halloween. John Waters is hosting it, and there's like maybe 10 bands playing. 4 in particular are Amel and the Sniffers, which I've heard that pronounced differently, but I think it's Amel. Amel and the Sniffers, Fuzz, Shannon and the Clams. Who else? The Spits. Shannon and the Clams. Yeah, I know. I missed that show. Did it come
God
off?
damn it.
Just hold on to it.
I know. I'm considering that. I'm just gonna hold on to this.
Giant microphone. So yeah, but traveling as needed. Everything as needed.
So California, let's say, what inspired Oakland or San Francisco? Why those?
I just saw the show on social media.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm going to go to this show.
You bought a flight?
I bought a flight. Yeah, it was only like
Cool.
$45 round trip. I bought two separate one-way flights.
What?
Yeah, totally.
That's amazing. Wow.
And it's cheaper
Dude, I'd love
flights.
to, I really want to go out there myself in October and then go up to Washington.
That's cool.
Like, I'm thinking about, I don't know what I'm going to do out there, though. So, I just want to register my car, pay off everything I need to do, and then take a trip, like, up to Washington and come back.
I've never been to the Northwest Coast before.
I was born up there in Tacoma, and I want to go back because I don't remember it.
Okay.
It's just a baby.
But that's near Reno, right?
Yeah, it's way past Reno.
Oh, past Reno.
Oh, yeah, it's in Washington.
Okay. Somebody's knocking. There's a curtain in front of that door, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, I'm not going to go open that,
dude.
dude. There's so many homeless people.
I hope they're not stuck back there.
Can't be opening doors back here.
Is it a
You know how
dirty
much trouble
window?
I'll get in?
Yeah.
A dirty door. That's a dirty door over there. That opens right to Fremont in front of El Cortez.
Right here.
Yeah. They're just knocking on doors, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just a knock on
Let
the
me
door.
in.
But that's like, we can like talk conceptually about that.
Yeah.
If you want to. Knocking on doors.
Knocking on
Door
doors.
number 1, 2, or 3.
Well, you're doing that, and you're kind of...
I feel like the door is creeping open.
No, that was somebody with tape or something over there.
Oh, okay. I'm hearing weird
Jimmy's
shit
over
right
there.
now.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
All kinds of ambient noise.
Yeah.
No, this is just kind of fun getting together and talking shit.
Well, I think we should do it. Like pick out a different title, because Dirty Windows is like you're like 20 episodes
played
in.
out.
Yeah. I mean, I feel
done.
like Dirty Windows.
I am gonna release it, but I also want to start this and put that to rest.
Okay.
Because I have all the audio from the people I've done this year, and I want to make like a little intro, like, hey, this is me talking with this person.
Yeah.
This is a while ago, and then so like a disclaimer at the beginning of each one.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them were like me. I was in an all right mood, but I was like, I'm just not feeling it. Kind of like today, I'm like, I feel whatever. I always feel something.
I feel the same thing. Today I feel whatever. Yeah.
It's that Mercury and Gatorade shit or whatever.
Gatorade.
Yeah. I love that. Mercury and Gatorade.
Mercury and Gatorade. I need a Gatorade right now. I feel dehydrated.
I'm very dehydrated, Michelle.
Yeah. Well, you found water.
I did.
Unopened water. I was lucky. You're like, I need water. And there's a water bottle unopened right there.
That's how we do it over here in Fremont.
I mean,
Country
things
Club.
work out. They really do. They do work out.
I had somebody talk to me
go.
like, oh, you have to move. I'm like, yeah, it'll work out. They're like, well, you should really plan. I'm like, yes, I know I should plan some stuff, but I'm not just,
You've already moved like 20 times this year, so all your shit's probably like, halfway packed. I'm just assuming. I don't know, but.
What do you mean? Oh, me?
Yeah, like you don't have much to pack and stuff, right?
Yeah, I do have a bed and like a dresser and clothes. I don't have much.
Yeah.
Really don't have much.
And all your art stuff's here upstairs already.
Most of my big art stuff, yeah.
Yeah. You dropped your lighter, didn't you?
Probably.
I heard it drop.
Oh, really?
In the darkness.
Oh, really?
We are recording in the dark today. In the dark blue. And all of our phones are being used for light. And you dropped the lighter, which is light. Yeah, knocking on doors. So also in this conversation I had earlier, which for context, it's my grad school friends. We're like, meeting once a month, twice we've met so far.
Yeah.
Also really awesome conversations. And one person was like, well, podcasts, sometimes it's awesome when it's like, you don't have to be so invested to listening. So if like parts of it are like kind of bullshit when we're just like fucking around or whatever, and like the person can have it on as background noise or whatever,
I agree.
and then
Podcasts are bad. They are never good. Let me clarify that. They are bad. Nobody show me a good podcast I can't rip apart with, oh, well, why aren't they? You know what I mean? Anybody can talk shit about a conversation.
Yeah.
Is whether you or not you want to join the fucking. You can sit here and listen or not. I don't blame anyone for not wanting to.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't see much content coming out of Vegas, dude, and all this
Vegas
stuff,
in general.
all the stuff that is like about the strip and like really shiny people. Does that make sense? Like the people that are doing it are like have their hair
how does that song go?
The beautiful people. Just kidding.
Shiny, happy people holding hands. How do you? I can't even think of the tune of it though.
What are the lyrics?
Shiny, happy people.
Oh, REM or something.
REM and
Is
like
David Burns.
B-52s.
Oh,
Collaboration.
Okay. All right.
The redheaded singer.
Yeah. Nice.
Roam if you want to. Roam around the world.
Yeah, that's a good one. I forget. Do you do music?
What?
I forget. Do you do music or no?
Say that again?
Do you sing or play music?
Do I sing?
Yeah.
I love karaoke.
There you go. You sing.
I like karaoke. And I played in band.
You told me you play a horn or something, right? Or what kind of?
I started out in middle school. I started out on saxophone, and then I switched to clarinet because I got bored and was first chair and never practiced saxophone.
We have to get you a saxophone.
No, I don't want to play the saxophone anymore.
Why not?
I'd rather sing. I don't know.
All right. Yeah, I get it.
I like the saxophone,
both.
I didn't like playing it. It was like too easy, and I like playing
Too
classical
easy.
music.
Get out of here. It was too easy.
That's how I felt.
Were you just jamming on it? Like
No, I didn't like jazz music, but I liked playing classical music. And I was first chair from like all through middle school.
Why you didn't
freshman,
like
sophomore, high school.
jazz?
I didn't like playing jazz music. No.
Why? The classical music is beautiful, but it's
I
very,
like classical
very
music. Yeah. So I switched to third
articulate.
part clarinet, which is like all harmony and low notes, and I loved it.
Yeah. What do you think, though? Do you think there's any good podcasts in the world? I don't think there is.
I do. I like a couple of them. I mean, there's like some annoying things about them. Like one of them that I really like.
I listen to mostly comedy stuff, and it's retarded. Most of the stuff is just objectively bad. And it gives me hope, you know?
I like to listen to podcasts that are about Carl Jung and the occult.
Well, those are mostly audio only, I'd imagine.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Speaking, talking, conversations.
Yeah.
Well, and one of them, though, that's super annoying.
Well, and then you have the production end of, like, actual lighting. Like, this is not, you know what I mean? This is absolutely not anything that's production value-wise. So I see a lot of podcasts that they'll have, like, video that's very shiny.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. We're not quite there.
You don't need the video.
Audio, you can make pretty good. As long as you have good mics like we do. So I believe in us, is what I'm saying.
Like
we have a good venue. Yeah. I'm like, look, I know we ain't shit, but we're all right.
Yeah. I mean, make it work, you know?
Yeah, totally.
I was going to say something really awesome, and you interrupted me twice. Now I don't
good
remember
at that.
what.
You can always be like, hey.
I mean, what was I going to say?
What were you going to say?
I forget. Dirty window.
Knocking on doors. Knocking
on dirty windows.
There you go.
Oh, well, I already mentioned that though. Like, as far as content goes, like it can be like bullshit. It doesn't have to, and that like will make people put it on, and maybe they'll turn it off.
Well,
you know,
our thing is like we'll find a real topic one of these days. I feel like we're almost struggling. We're not really struggling. We always get into something.
I don't think we're struggling.
Cement.
You were busy. I was busy.
Oh, yeah. I'm not criticizing us.
We have a topic, dirty windows. I just think that maybe I'm not interested in... I don't know if you're interested in talking about dirty windows. You know?
I am. I don't know. You have to start because I don't know where to go with it.
I think we have two different ideas of what a dirty window is.
Go for it. Let me go with your idea. Let me hear your idea on what the dirty window is. Yeah.
Well, I think it's just it's a portal that needs to, you know, you have the choice. There's like a choice in it. The choice is either to clean the window, to open the window, to break the window, you know.
Put an apple pie in the window.
Put an apple pie in the window. But a dirty window, it's like there's a layer in between you and whatever else is out there. Like you don't, that layer is like the unknown. So it's not like a clean window where you can see the birds chirping and stuff, you know. So, but there's the opportunity to just open the window or clean it or break it, you know, if you want to break on through to the other side. Yeah. We'll just reference all the songs
just be
today.
doing medleys on that, yeah. You got it, but
I have a friend that does that. Like every single phrase, you can like pull a song from every single phrase, you know.
Nice. He sounds toxic. Just kidding. It's bad.
For a second, I thought you were like eating a gummy worm.
Oh, no.
It's like a cigarette or something.
Oh, no, it's a cigarette.
The darkness over here.
No gummy worms.
Blue and red darkness.
So we got the silver horse and the silver.
Horse is right next to us.
I really like the. What would you call the? Nobody can see it. The wagon though.
Oh, the covered wagon.
Everything's silver.
We're in the same room that we recorded last time, but we're just off in the corner.
What do you think's going on with this white little? Is Jimmy?
Hi. Say hello.
Is this your guys' fort over here? It's a fucking tree fort. What is this over here?
Oh.
you and Jimmy just hanging out.
You and I are going to be okay.
In the sheets. All right.
Okay.
What's cutting? Cool. Yeah. Decide
switching
which
back and
one.
forth.
Cool.
Fades because this is hard rock.
Got you, dude.
Cool. Hard
Cool.
rock.
I'm into it. I'm not the greatest at cameras. I think everyone knows that by now. So, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I'll admit it now, dude. It's, you know.
Your cut, I can fix the cut
Yeah.
on that board.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I like editing anyway.
Getting the crowd
Yeah.
surfing people.
Dude, can we put this out can I help with the audio and all that like I used to? We'll see.
It's recording.
I did head PE and Trailer Dad.
Evil Dead.
Cool. Surfboard.
Nice. Nice. We were just talking about that. Yeah.
We were talking about
all right,
Emil.
cool.
How do you pronounce your name?
Dude.
I always called it Emil.
Emil.
Hey, do you want to get on a
I say
mic or
Emil.
no? No.
But after you told me that, it makes sense. Emil Nitrate.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Yeah. Hey, can we get a beer or no? Later. Okay.
Brian did.
I'm like
Bar's
thirsty
not
as
open.
hell, dude.
It's still early. It's still daylight outside.
Thirsty. Is it? I can't.
Yeah.
Somebody knocked on the door earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
As we
like, we
talk
ain't
about,
answering
like,
no doors over
Dirty
here. dude.
windows and dirty doors.
Hey, who's that?
Are you looking at your
Dark now.
camera outside? Oh.
They don't have can.
Oh. I thought you were like looking at a camera outside. Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
so you guys good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
we're
dude.
recording right now.
We're doing it right now. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you're,
why I
you're-
was
you're
like.
a part of the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, you want a mic?
This is a podcast
Yeah.
about nothing.
You want to cut?
Yeah. I'm cutting, dude.
Cut.
Keep asking me.
Yeah, do it. Follow through,
All right.
Brian.
We'll figure out a way to
Follow
get
through.
the footage to me.
It take forever in a week just to cut the audio. Man.
Yeah.
Like I said, I learned it and cut.
Tell me when you want it done by, and I can be like, all right, 2 days.
2 days.
All right, cool. I can do 2
Like,
days.
if I can do it in a day and
All right.
I'm a newbie.
All right. I can put in for that. I can do that. 2 days.
You got to commit, Brian.
So tonight I'll try to get it, or by tomorrow. I'll have you record at the house, dude.
I need to give you a hard
I have a hard drive on me
Brian has the hard
and the
drive
cord,
cord, though.
so I can give you the cord until I come back.
I think that Brian,
Yeah.
to exchange, Brian, I think you should bring Jimmy's cord back,
Yeah.
and then you can give him the,
yeah,
the
the audio,
information then.
the Melvin's audio
As the
video.
fair trade.
What the fuck?
The Melvins, of course. It's
And whoever else you want. Oh yeah, Marky
that?
Ramone,
Marky
Sector
Ramone.
7G.
Yeah.
I want to see Sector 7G video, dude. Did you guys get it? Yeah, I'm sure you did. Sector 7G, yeah. Or Bitch and Dudes.
Here comes more
Yeah.
practice.
And they were tight as fuck.
Cool. This is a fun gig.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. Get you.
So, yeah.
Right on.
Well, I was gonna say I don't know what time it is, but
Oh, it's like 6:45.
oh yeah, we got time.
Yeah.
We have time.
Let me see.
Yeah, more warm up is gonna happen sooner than later. So what were we talking about?
We're at
Dirty
26 and a half minutes.
Okay, so we can do another 15.
So you were talking about waxing poetic about a dirty
Marching
windows.
to the beat of a drum.
Just kidding. Yeah, to the beat of a drum. No, we were talking about. So I was just listening to lectures yesterday, and someone said a good abstract or a portrait shows time, but I also think abstract painting, it shows not only great dimensions of form and color, but it's also time that passes in the painting. There's something there. There's another dimensional to a painting, to a good painting. Mm-hmm. So I really liked that. So that kind of goes to their dirty window. When you look outside of it, there's something kind of glossing over, that you have
There's
to look
layers
through.
to it in a way.
Yeah, and it filters out your perspective.
Yeah. I always tell my students that, like, in order for something to have a deeper concept, it literally needs, like, layers to the situation. Like, if there's an idea that's, like, kind of there, if it has this extra layer of emphasis or a layer of tone, or
so like in a movie, the time
something
era,
relative to the situation, like an association that somebody can, like, grasp onto,
agency.
then that has that entry point. There's like, it's like the hook that grabs the attention of the viewer for them to, like, get more curious, and then they can get that deeper level of concept.
Yeah.
If they're lucky enough to, like, get there. But, lucky isn't the right term to use. It's more so like, if they care to spend the time to, like, get to that level. Because I don't think a lot of people care to get to a deeper level of concept within, looking at a piece of art or listening to something. Which I think is kind of, I'm bringing up my conversation earlier too, but, like, finding like-minded people that, like, want to get to a deeper level just through conversation, or, like, communicating about, like, just
what
like
is a deeper level,
something.
like I keep wondering that. Whenever I met with someone, I literally would talk with them about, well, you make these movies, not just what started it, but who hurt you, basically. Who hurt you?
What's the
to
inspiration?
inspire you? Yeah, basically.
I think some people, it's just innate. A creative output is innate. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what they get the most validation out of.
They're fucking lucky because they've created a habit that's a positive feedback loop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's fucking great. That's what doing this is every week. It's just.
Have you heard of those, like, what are they? Mongolian dude, like Mongolian metal. I think it's Mongolian, but they're like,
Oh, Tibetan throat singing.
Yeah, but it's like,
Yeah.
something, the HU, something like that. I don't know. They're cool.
Modest Yahoo? Just kidding.
No.
Just kidding.
I feel really distracted today.
It's fine.
Yeah, I know, it's fine.
I'm all hazy-headed, too.
Yeah. So I feel like
just been in a fog.
maybe we should just, like, think about, let's talk about, like, a name for what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
There is I think you said the phrase "look at that" in our first recording.
I like that.
And
Look at that.
I wrote it in my little experimental video.
Oh, would you look
thing.
at that?
And I kind of like that. Look at that, because it's not, it's general. We're you're bringing it back in. No need.
All right.
I mean, it is funny, but it's also like,
None of that.
I feel like it's like a distraction for you in your brain.
It totally is a distraction. I press
What did
that
I just
button,
say?
and my
Do you remember?
mind is over.
Can you repeat what I just said verbatim?
No. No, it's absolutely a distraction.
Yeah, which is, I don't mind distractions, but so look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at the colorful buttons.
Look at that. Would you look at that? No, so here's something. I plan on going to Beatty tomorrow. I want to do some sort of documenting of it, going out there and approaching it from the lens of, I'm involved with the nonprofit now as a secretary. That means we got to update the fucking website. I can't believe Buzz is doing vocal checks right there.
Is that the
Buzz
Melvins still?
Osborne. Yeah, that's the guy.
The Melvins is doing a sound check over there.
Melvin sound check.
Melvin sound check.
This is just our life.
Our life right now, yeah. Which is awesome. Mm-hmm. So yeah, look at that. I think
We just happen to pick Mondays.
I think maybe does that resonate with you?
What's that? Look at that.
Yeah.
It does. It does resonate with me.
Because it's kind of weird podcast style, but we're usually talking visuals anyways.
So when it's look at that,
Look
when
at that
someone
can also
asks
be-
you,
yeah.
what is that?
Yeah.
What do you guys?
Look at that. Oh, hey, look at that.
You know, what do you guys emphasize that for me?
And it can
How do
also
you
be
emphasize
metaphorical
that
for
them?
something audio too.
What'd
Like,
you
hey,
say?
look at that. Like, take a look at that.
Yeah.
Like what I just said.
You know what?
Look at that.
Hey, can we do local
Hey.
news?
Hey.
I've been kind of, like, no joke. I've been wanting to do something about local news or something because
Like
I know
what?
a lot of people do that, but it's
You want to imitate local news, or you want to talk about local news?
no. Just talk about shit that's happening.
Talk about shit that. Well, we'll have to do some research.
Yeah.
I
But
don't really.
if you
I mean,
like
I get my
subscribe
research from
I'm like subscribed to Fox 5 and shit,
occasional
and they're
commercial.
like, it's just interesting. Some of the news stories, like some lady lost her turtle, some lady,
Chewy.
you know what I mean? Like some of the news stories are funny because
Yeah.
they try to be cute.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for it,
I
dude.
was sitting at Rebar a couple weeks ago
Oh my God, there's some drama. Sorry about
by myself, and I
interrupting.
happened to be sitting next to another person, and he was wearing like a suit and tie, and I said something about like I don't remember what I said.
Is it Gary?
I was curious about who he was because of what he was wearing on a
Have
Tuesday
you met
night.
Gary? Just kidding.
I don't know. It was like a younger dude, very clean cut, and he was like, "I'm on the news." And I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Do you do the weather or something?" And he was like, "No." He was like, "I'm a reporter," and I was like, "Oh, cool."
I do
was
like
like, so you get
serious
some good
stuff like the
stories.
Puppy Bowl.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
and he told me about. He's like, yeah, a lot of them are sad, but he was like, but today he got to do a report on a woman that lost like 50 gallons of breast milk
There you
on the
go.
plane or something like that.
What?
50. It was like 50.
Someone
Something crazy,
steal
like
it?
50 gallons of breast milk. Can you imagine?
Where
Those
were they
boobs aren't that
transporting
big.
it? Who
She
is
was
buying
flying.
that?
She was
It's like
flying with it.
Some black market shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
That's like some expensive
Seriously, nobody
shit.
carries an amount like that. It's like if you have a
Dude.
massive.
Something happened, like the dry ice or whatever. I don't even remember. I just remember it was like a massive amount of breast milk, and he was like, and I got to report on that today.
Massive
And I was like,
implications, massive implications.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he reports on. See?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, though. It's like fun stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fun stuff like breast milk. So we should definitely consider looking at some
I
local
mean, we
news.
could look up articles that happen in the day and then discuss the
I
articles.
almost want to find one right now and be like, look, see?
I think. Okay. Oh, okay. Your water's over there on the bench. Hydration is good. I feel I'm getting in this weird habit of like, those things called emergencies, where like it's like that powder shit,
Yeah, where they text you, right?
huh?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Emergencies. No,
Emergencies?
a drink.
Oh.
The vitamins and minerals that are a powder
Yeah.
form. Oh my god. I'm getting in a weird habit of like putting that with some club soda before, like, as I go out.
Yeah.
So I'm like hydrated and full of vitamins every time I go out.
You're very smart.
Is
you know,
that smart?
To do that.
I don't know.
That's very smart.
I'm getting in a weird habit to do that because I do. It does. It's a lot of vitamin B too, so it gives me some
Well,
energy.
you're also like, I'm not sure if it's you or Ange that told me this, but you're like, yeah, just go out to get out. I forced myself to do something, go to
Yeah.
coffee with a friend.
Yeah.
And that's what, since I've gotten back from my studio thing, I talk about this every week, but oh my God, I haven't gotten through it. I almost need to like forgive everything that happened, and like it's just taking a lot of time.
Yeah. Well, maybe you just
So-
need some sort of schedule.
Yeah, so you
I
kind
don't-
of inspired
I don't know
that.
if you
Like,
have a schedule right now, do you?
No, I don't.
I think that schedules. I think that kind of forces a schedule too, because like if you set up a coffee
Yeah.
meeting with somebody
That's why
just
the
to talk
editing
about
has
art.
been so hard.
It makes
I'm
you get
like,
up in the morning and go get like a dollar cup of coffee. Do they even sell the dollar cups of coffee anymore? But
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
for a while I had $0, and I was borrowing like $20 when I could,
yeah,
and like. So more recently, I just worked, so like
Yeah.
I'm in that spot.
Awesome.
I just go to a coffee shop or some shit, you know.
yeah.
It is good to do those things.
Yeah, or you can like make your own coffee and then go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Las Vegas, so it's hot, but
Go
go
what?
for a walk in the park. You know,
What did you say?
I said it is hot, but
Yeah.
it's like go for a walk in a park. You know, like talk about some art.
Yeah.
So we might need to end under the circumstances. What do you think? Dirty windows.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at this.
I'm
Could be
loving
look at
this.
this. Maybe look at that. Look at this. Hey, Mom, look what we're doing.
Look, Ma.
I
no
had this
hands.
CD, this compilation album from like 1994 called
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, Are We Punk Yet? And it had like all these old school
Are We
bands like
Punk Yet?
Squirt Gun,
That's cool.
you know, who else is on there? I can't even remember. Squirt Gun was on there.
See, I like split albums. I like compilations. You know,
Compilations are good.
they're
that's
always
what they
so
used to
interesting
be.
to hear because they're different musicians. Clearly, you know, it's kind of a lost art. You know, we always listen to
What,
certain
mixtapes
bands.
are lost art? You think?
Split albums.
A split album?
Yeah, like split albums.
Like one side and the other side, or two different bands?
Like B-side shit, you know? Yeah.
But one band or two bands?
Shut the fuck up. Just kidding. I don't know, just punk bands. Or like what you're talking
Yeah,
about, the compilation,
yeah.
with the Are We Punk Yet? It's
Yeah.
great.
It's Hey Dad, Are
It
We
has a
Punk
little
Yet?
bit of humor. See, to me, splits and B-sides always had like a little bit of humor to them.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit more of an edge, a little bit different.
Yeah.
So I always appreciate them. If I have a lot of music like waiting to release, but I always like the idea of just releasing it in singles and making a big deal out of everything.
Well,
And you
music's
can make
evolved
different-
in that way, though. Like
Yeah.
how it's released and stuff, you know? Like people
Yeah.
can make it big on YouTube these days. It's not even like
Mm-hmm.
a single in a way. It's just like a song that happens to go viral.
Yeah. Oh man, you're gonna love my friend's music video. He
Which friend? What is this?
So this music video, this guy, he's trying to record, and you see him frustrated. He records some music in the video, and he's like, I can't do it. So he goes to sleep. He's like, good night. And it shows him waking up with like a dog head. He's like become a dog.
Like a ludicrous type of
I don't remember
video?
that. That
Is it
sounds
animated
hilarious.
or is it
No.
video?
He has like
Superimposed like an actual dog
no,
head?
like
or is it
he
a
has like
mask?
a mask, like a head, like a mascot head kind of.
Yeah.
He has like a whole getup, and you see him getting up and dancing and singing the song. It's like a poppy song, so it's
Fun.
It is super fun.
I like that.
That's the best way to describe it. Is it's really fun.
Yeah. I
And,
helped record, well, I was in the recording of a friend's band. It
What
happened,
was
like,
the
2 months
topic of
ago.
the video? That's what they
they
do a
had a
lot. They do a lot
guest-
of music videos.
Okay. They had two guest singers. And so they threw a house party and like the singers, the one guy comes in. It's kind of like a different perspective type of video. So it's from one guy's perspective, another guy's perspective. And then I was just what do you call it? Extra in
Yeah.
the party. But
That's
I
pretty cool,
made
though.
it in the end scene where like one of the guest singers comes up and starts talking to me, and then the other guest singer comes up and he like pukes in the planter that I'm sitting next to, and then I get to laugh at him and be like,
Nice. Nice.
so that's gonna get released at some point soon.
Positive, you know. We don't have enough positivity.
It's positive.
We don't have enough positivity in this
Yeah.
world.
House parties are positive.
No, laughing at the guy after the planner, that's positive.
Oh, yeah.
I was just joking. It's
All
not.
in good fun.
No, that's
Glad he
pretty
made
cool.
it into the planter. You know.
Were they to the point where they're like, all right, action, cut? I
Yeah.
remember doing one in a bar and it was like 6 hours. I'm like, this is bullshit, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Just kinda waiting
So one of the
around.
guys in the bands is a video editor for a living. So he's like does all the production and sets it up, and they have like set lists and stuff. They have it all planned out before they shoot, so it actually goes pretty smooth. But
Nice.
yeah, they did this other one where they filmed it backwards.
Nice.
The main singer, not one of the guest
Like the
singers, like the main
Seinfeld
singer.
episode? Just kidding.
Maybe.
Like a
Well,
lot of
so
things.
he had different facial hair in each scene. So one scene he's got like full beard, another scene he's got like the kind of biker thing going
Yeah.
on. Another one he's got a mustache. Another one he's like clean
There's
shaven.
not many you can do. Yeah, there's only like 4 stages maybe at best.
Yeah.
Mutton chops kind of deal.
Yeah.
Goatee.
So it's like spliced together
Yeah, Hitler
differently,
mustache maybe.
but he had to
Just kidding.
yeah, I know, right? The can only do certain facial hairs.
Yeah.
But they spliced it together not in that order. But they had to film it in that order. So it's
Nice.
all set up,
I like they did short films still. I really liked that concept so much of the a good portrait has time in it. It's not just a 2-dimensional. Someone asked the question, if you have a print of a great masterwork of art, is the same as having the original? And he said, yes, in a way. And that's the way. It's like it contains time.
This is the way.
And you'd rather have the original, of course, but the image of it, the replication of it, the giclée version, is just as special.
The giclée.
Yeah, the giclées. Everyone talks shit on giclée. It's like, oh, it's just a print. Look, dude, we took a 1 foot
You mean the
painting,
Glycée prints?
made it 5
Do you
foot
mean
tall.
the Glycée prints?
Yeah, it's giclée. No, it's giclée. Isn't it giclée?
Yeah, I'm just giving you shit.
I'm like, dude, don't tell me I've been saying it wrong. Sound like an asshole over here. No.
Well, I like that point.
Which one?
The one you just made.
Oh, yeah.
About the portrait.
So did I. So the contain time.
Portrait having time.
So these paintings, you can.
And I think that even talking about composition, it's like timeless paintings are a thing, but and
It's an
and a
extra
giclée
dimensional.
replica is a thing. But I think like in a composition, there's a lot of different ways that you can represent time.
Yeah.
When I think that like talking composition in a way is really interesting to me.
Wait, what composition? Oh, just in a painting?
Just talking about how composition
Talking
can,
about it? Yeah.
If you have like
Well, it's like the
part of
composition
an
of your
image
murals.
like cut off in the frame,
Yeah.
that's like an imposed image, like this is an implied, not imposed, but an implied.
Yeah.
Implied image like gives a sense of time because there's something outside the frame.
Well, I had something in mind because my scribbles, I'm like, what's so interesting about abstract art? Well, another example to emphasize the point we're talking about is one piece they showed as an example is a work of art that's a big black cube. But if you look at it, it doesn't really rest. It's kind of bowing out. It looks like something is inside it, kind of bursting out of it, but not too bad. So it's a black cube and it looks pretty regular, but upon closer inspection, you can tell.
So it's an actual 3D cube, or is it?
Yeah, it's a
3D painting?
3-dimensional object, and but it's bowing. It's kind of bursting at the seams,
Okay.
and that was just so interesting to me. Like seeing it not settle on the ground, it doesn't lay flat.
And that
because
gave you a
it's
sense
bowing.
of time.
Yes. Well, no, but it gives you the sense that something else is inside the work of art, trying to get out. Mm-hmm. So
That's
inside the
almost
cube,
like a sense of like on edge. Like this is about to explode.
it's a lot of energy. Yeah. On edge. Yeah.
Which can be time that way too, because
A feeling is
think about
time.
it. Let's bring it back to the quantum level,
Yeah.
because time is energy.
Well,
time
I mean,
is
there's
time is heat.
another way to communicate, without not just words, not just video of us saying words, Now there's this deeper level that it's pretty interesting. It kind of makes you wonder, okay, so video of someone making the artwork, does that fucking matter if it's a bad angle? I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like,
If it's a good angle, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does.
Having material is good, but
Yeah.
good material is better.
Well, then you're like,
This conversation is reminding me of the other night. I met up with my dude, and he was entertaining a couple people from out of town. One guy's moving here. Both are deaf, and
does he know sign language?
no, he doesn't. But he knows a little. He can we were communicating a little. But there was an interpreter there.
He make dick jokes. Just kidding. Sorry, not funny.
One of them was, but they were all drinking and stuff. But it was well, I think the one guy had a crush on the interpreter because she seemed really cool. But
Yeah.
but it was like almost
Interpreter sounds hot already.
2:30 in the morning. Yeah, I was like, she's just hanging out with some biker dudes, interpreting for them. What an awesome job. She speaks 7 languages too.
Wow,
Isn't that cool?
that is cool. What ethnicity was she? Can I ask that?
I mean,
Where was she
white,
from? Like
I
here?
guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't.
Because sometimes they're like European or something.
I mean,
Like, yeah, I'm from Europe and I know 7 languages. That's why I'm here.
she was American.
Right on. You don't meet many of those.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about her. It was like I met up at 1:30 in the morning. She
I'm
left
like,
around
let me
2:30.
talk to this interpreter.
And she was like, we were signing. I don't know. I can know. I was surprised myself. I remembered some letters, so I could start to recall, say some things. But you're talking about communicating. I don't know if this is verbatim what you said, but communicating without words, or we have words to use to communicate, but if we're talking in terms of visuals, sign language or speaking in only gestures, I had so much fun doing it. Just to not rely on words to.
What
to
were some of the, so she was teaching you some gestures of sign language?
She wasn't teaching us anything. She was communicating with them. I was trying to ask questions.
It is fun to watch that interchange.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even remember exactly how we started talking, but one of the guys, his flight was to go back to California. I just asked him what time his flight was. So we were just I was like, what time is your flight tomorrow? Tomorrow or whatever,
Yeah.
And he understood that. But I don't know the official language or anything,
Yeah, ASL or whatever, American Sign Language.
But we were able to communicate just by gesture, just visually. And I think that so whatever you were saying earlier, really reminded me of that night.
There's another way to communicate, yeah.
Yeah. Just having another visual language,
Yeah.
a literal.
So someone also said, what's in the eyes,
Yeah.
There's something about the eyes, when you make eye contact, there's something that words couldn't say,
Mm-hmm.
They could or they couldn't.
Isn't it weird when you talk about eye contact? It's it makes everything so awkward.
And now you can't break it because you're talking about it, and if you
Good thing it's dark in here.
it makes it I can't
fully
break
avoiding
it now. I need to
contact right
stare.
now.
Just kidding. I can't appear weak.
My master's thesis was about that breathing.
Really?
And I was like, well, if I mention the word breath, how can you not think about your own?
No. So you're gonna have the concept of a poem. I don't want to give away your mural idea.
Oh,
But we're talking about that dimensional thing in an artwork, time and composition. It's really cool that you're doing 1, a mural again, but 2, that style again of poetry.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That was actually, I'm going to bring up this conversation because it was literally today, but that was one thing I was kind of complaining about. Not complaining, but because my grad school friends, I finished grad school in 2012, so it's been 10 years.
Wow.
I've been doing the same style since then,
It's pretty cool though.
I mean,
But has it progressed?
Yeah, it's progressed. It's gotten a little bit less geometric.
Less geometric?
But sometimes I go back to the geometric style when I go
What do you
big.
mean, straight,
Just
really
super
gritty?
blocky, not when I work smaller, I can get more whimsical in the lines and stuff. So I might bring that back. I don't know. I got to do a little sample. But I was not complaining about it, but just mentioning that when I repeat something over and over and over, it's formulaic, People get to know that style and then they request it. And I'm like, okay, another one, but it's
I'm not going to do DJ Khaled.
How can I, yeah, it's fun to have a formula to just produce things, but it's also at what point do I push it before I go back? Do you even know what that noise was?
No. Which one?
The green button.
Yeah, that was the drum kit. Watch.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
This is laughter.
Why did you press the... I know, but when I was talking, what made you want to do the drum kick one?
I don't know. I said something that was maybe like...
It's okay. We're producing our own music now rather than hearing the live music sound check next door.
What'd you say?
Exactly.
Yeah, those buttons are bad news for me. I love them. No, this has been pretty fun. So yeah, I've realized that you can just use any mics anywhere, and it's good. But the Rodecaster is, oh shit. Okay, good.
Yeah,
No,
we can take care of
the
this
joint
stuff,
was
Brian.
on my mic level, and I was like, "Oh no, it's not recording," but it was just my joint hiding it from me. Oh,
Drugs.
weed.
Drugs. Well,
So
yeah. Well, this is I'm not going to rate any of these recordings.
me neither. But no, look at this. Look at that. No, I'm just kidding.
Look at what we've done. Look at it.
Ooh, look what you made me do.
Look at it. Process it. It is happening.
It is happening weekly. This isn't terrible
It's
shit.
It's not horrible.
We could try to look up. So here's what we're gonna do next week. It's called "Look at This," right?
Look at this. Yes.
All right. So we're gonna pick some news stories, maybe something
Is it
about
you
art
look at
that's
this or look
interesting.
at that? Look at this seems more present than look at that. Look at this right in front of us. Look at this.
Yeah, look at this is kind of an onomatopoeia.
Look at this.
It's a little bit more active, so maybe we do that.
An onomatopoeia.
Yeah, like the audible words.
Yeah.
Ooh, but you. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pacow. Yeah. Bzz. Perfect.
Okay. Look at this. I like it.
Next
I
week.
like it if you like it.
I like it. I want to both
Next week
have
we're gonna
a
look
topic.
at what are we gonna look at next week?
I'm
Ellie.
going to bring in some
Ellie,
news
Ellie,
stuff.
Ellie Allen, the zine.
What's,
She might be
oh.
actually traveling still, so I don't know if she's available. But
Well, we can either find a zine we want to talk about, or
Adrian.
So, have you heard of Life is Shit Festival? Are you doing
Life
anything?
is Shit?
Yeah. So there's like this Life is Shit Festival. It's like a punk rock version of Life is Beautiful.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I think it's this weekend. I missed the
weekend too?
zine entry submission date, but
Well, that's cool.
it's at the Dive Bar every year.
Cool.
And if you want to try to check it out this week, that'd be cool with me.
I'm down.
There's
I'm
some
going to a
bands.
house party on Saturday. But
House party?
yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm down.
Dude, I haven't been to a party in so long. I haven't been that kind of person in a while.
You haven't what?
That's a kind of like, it's not a lifestyle, but I haven't been to like a party in so long.
Oh,
Not a show, not a party. COVID, as the bullshit goes, like, yeah, it did change stuff.
it did.
It really did.
I live here in Vegas now because of it.
Yeah. It's
Did
pretty
change
good, but
things.
I'm still settling.
I think the whole fucking world is still settling.
Yeah.
Still realizing, what the essentials are. What is essential?
I think we haven't even had the real fucking impact or whatever. Like you just said, we're realizing slowly what's essential.
Yeah, like we just lived through a major historical worldwide event that wasn't war.
Yeah. It was a different kind of war.
It was a different kind of death.
Ego death.
Ego death. What if we named the podcast Ego Death? No, that's too pigeonholed.
No, I'd love that. We get microdose mushrooms
Ego Death.
before every show. We dose our fucking guests.
Megadose.
Haha, that water you just drank is actually liquid mushrooms.
Liquid mushrooms.
I do want to do the tea. I've heard a lot about the tea, a lot about the toffee bars with mushrooms in them. I don't know.
Yeah.
You can do all
That's all
kinds of
good.
stuff. I like just eating the mushrooms, though.
It's easiest just to eat them, I think.
Yeah, I'm not like, it tastes so bad. It's pretty easy to just
Yeah, it doesn't
get
bother
it
me at
down.
all. Doesn't bother me.
So I say we come back with a topic each, like 4 different little things we'll go over.
I mean,
with
what
each
I feel
other.
like we should do is like pick out just like the first conversation that we had. Maybe because the space really inspired me to. It just like resonated with me, and I think that's why I said it. I didn't realize that. I mean, I knew we were talking about space the first time, but
Yeah.
second time, like I was like, "Ooh, we could talk about space philosophically."
Yeah, this is kind of about
The
space.
dirty
too.
window. I mean, I feel like we're still cleaning the window. You know what I mean?
We
To,
are.
like,
We're still talking to each other and figuring out, like,
what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, like our
But
formula.
we've got good banter, so I think that's the
good
crux
people,
of the situation.
good banter,
The
good
crux,
podcasting.
the root, the nucleus. Yeah.
I think that's a positive thing and it's fun. I think everything's shitty and it doesn't matter if it's good or not objectively, because subjectively it's fun for us.
Subjective.
Throwing stuff. All right. Next
And
week. And we're
Well,
out.
what's the topic for next week?
Dropping the ball.
Dropping the ball. Okay. That'll be the topic for next week. That'll be a topic. All right. And we out.